from the historical point of view. It's called the Etruscan Arch. It's the northern entrance of the Etruscan walls of Perugia. Look at the size of the stones. This arch and these walls were made 2,300 years ago. They are still here standing. Imagine in the Etruscan period of Perugia, when the people were getting to the city and they were from the countryside, they were getting close to this gate. It was amazing, very powerful. We saw the southern entrance of the Etruscan city of Perugia, the arch that was at the entrance of the fortress down there. This one is the same, but bigger. The same inscription, Augusta Perusia, for the Emperor Augusto, and Colonia Vivia. Those inscriptions were made by the Romans when Perugia started to turn Roman from Etruscan. The arch is Etruscan, this technology is Etruscan. Imagine for the Romans how important was to learn how to make the arches. Think about the Colosseum, the aqueducts, everything is made with arches. It was basic. And everything is made with dry stones. There was now, during the years they made works of restoration, so they reinforced this monument, but the Etruscans built it without concrete, with nothing. It was dry. It's incredible the way they cut every stone perfectly. It's about 5 meters wide. Here the wall is extremely powerful. So the Etruscan city finished here. This is the city center of Perugia, the Etruscan center. All this area is part of the medieval city center, the new parts, the parts that were built between the year 1000 and 1500. And the second wall is about 1 mile away from here, the medieval wall of Perugia. And this one, they are asking to make it UNESCO World Heritage because it's the most important Etruscan monument in the world, this arch.
Now this stone is travertine?
Yes,
So
exactly.
it's not a terribly heavy stone.
No, it's not terribly heavy.
What did you say? What kind of stone?
Travertine.
Travertine, yes.
Travertine?
Travertine.
Travertine?
There's a lot of air pockets in it.
Oh. Okay.
It's stones found in the local mountains.
Yes, yes. The stones are local. The stones. We will see in Assisi, in Orvieto, in Spoleto, everything. Every city has a different color because every city has different stone. It will be nice to see these different places because at the end we will close the circle. Now we will have a better idea of the region instead of one city only. Also because this city were fighting all the time in the Middle Ages. The power of the Romans was that they were learning, they were conquering, they were including new population in the empire, and each one had something to teach. So at the end,
The Etruscans were influenced by the Greeks, weren't they?
they were, especially in the last period, because they have a port, it's called Populonia, it's in the coast of Tuscany, and they were sailing in the Mediterranean. They met the Greeks in Sicily and also
Below Naples, it's all been down.
Greek, yes. Magna Grecia, the area of Magna Grecia. Yes, they met.
New city.
New city, Neapolis. Yes. Okay, let's go this way. Now we have to go up a little bit, but no, not much.
Let's go.
But I will see you again, huh?
Okay,
I will be
fantastic.
with you for 3 days.
Okay,
So.
fantastic.
But you know, when the media talk until 2012, it happened in 2007, the city was dead for 5 years. For 5 years, the bars closed, the restaurants closed because students didn't come.
Sure.
Tourists didn't come. in the last 5 years, the city is in great conditions.
That much of an impact?
Incredible.
Tremendous.
The medias are terrible.
Yeah.
They can do
What happened?
They can do
Something
good
happened?
good thing to a city or bad thing.
Well, I mean, the way that girl was railroaded, it was terrible.
Yes, but it's, the point is that something like that can happen anywhere. It's not because of
Well, that's true, but it
They
wasn't.
even said that there's never violence
Yeah.
here.
yes,
No,
not
but
a
I think
violence.
the problem wasn't that there was that terrible, that girl was killed. The problem was that the roommate was railroaded. So,
Yeah.
you know, you're afraid to send your kid to school here because something happens, they're going to pick on the foreigner, you know.
Did that happen here? That's where
Yeah,
the court
yeah.
case in Perugia?
Yeah.
Right here.
No one.
Yes.
You know, people
In my opinion,
blocks that way.
it's a very good yellow story. You know, it's a story that sells.
Yeah.
That's why the media.
You're glad it's over.
You know, a very international deal, American, English, Italian.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it was a good story.
But, I mean, there
for
was-
Perugia, it was terrible.
But there was someone who was arrested who actually admitted to it
Yes, there is a black guy in jail.
in jail.
Did you feel like she had?
He's free.
Did you feel like she
I don't know. Honestly, I never put too much interest in it.
That's like me.
This thing is much bigger in the States than in Italy, than in Peru.
Italians that I know from Italy, most of them think she's guilty. No, but I'm just saying, a lot of them.
I think so, but
I think no one really knows the facts. I think it's just a whole.
nobody knows. But anyway, we should forget this thing because the city suffered a lot for 5 years.
I remember. I was speaking to my brother
For
yesterday.
something the city is not responsible for.
Started giving me his
Just a
family.
story of drugs.
Wait, I need to like revisit it because it's been a long
They're
time
not
since.
responsible, but they were affected.
They were affected very much.
5 years. That's
5 years, and the city center became really dangerous because if people don't come,
yeah, you lose.
bad people come. Now,
It's sad. I'm sorry, am I cramping your style? I'll move.
No, but I am recording.
And then he said there's somebody in.
Yes, there was. Okay, now I just wanted to tell you about this. This walking path is the ancient aqueduct of the city. Okay, in the 1200s, it's not a Roman aqueduct; it's a medieval aqueduct. In the 1200s, they made a lot of public works, and they made also this aqueduct to give water to the city. It comes from about 4 miles away, a mountain called Monte Pacciano, and the water was coming down and then up because the end of the fountain is the end of the aqueduct is the fountain in the main
right by the
square.
front, right.
The fountain was made to celebrate the end of the works of the aqueduct. This aqueduct was closed. It was like a pipe. That's why the water could go down and then up with the pressure because it starts from 650 meters above sea level and it arrives at 400 in the main square. So
Even when it goes down, it'll still
it
go
goes
back.
up again. And Perugia ended to get water from this aqueduct only 150 years ago. They made a modern aqueduct, and when they made it, they decided to open it and to make this walking path. It's possible to walk over the aqueduct. It's the best way to get from the city center, the main square that's here, to the university area. Here is the area of the universities. Most of the faculties are here. Very nice. It's interesting that you can walk on top of the aqueduct. So it goes here and then here it goes underground and it arrives at the fountain in the main square.
Interesting.